Hey guys, it's Christian from the Calcio Bros, and I'm here to recap what happened during round 15 of Serie A. But before I do, quickly, I just want to say congratulations to Juve and Roma for making it to the next round of the Champions League. Roma was a surprise, topping their group over Chelsea and Atletico on the last match day. So they're in a better position now. Juve finishes second behind Barcelona. Let's see who they're able to draw. And then Napoli today, unfortunately, lost to Feyenoord, Shakhtar beating City. They finished third and head down to the Europa League. So with that out of the way, we'll get on to our recap. Some interesting results, and you guys know which one I'm talking about. We'll get to it. But we're going to start off with the first games on December 1st, which was Roma-Spal. Roma with pretty good win there. Spal were reduced to 10 pretty early because of Felipe's tackle. He was basically on a breakaway, or I believe Dzeko was on the breakaway. Felipe tripped him, and the ref only gave a yellow, but then he went to VAR, reversed it, gave it to a straight red because it was supposedly a foul of a last man. Again, it happens, but what are you going to do? Dzeko then broke the deadlock in the 19th minute. Strootman doubled it right before half. It was 2-0. Easy, probably a good win for Roma anyways. Pellegrini makes it 3-0 before Viviani misses his penalty kick, and then a whole bounce around the box where he managed to score his own rebound. Game finishes 3-1, so Roma maintaining a good win there. The next game that was on that Friday was Napoli-Juve, and this one was pretty much a shock, I would say. But a lot of you guys did vote that Juve would beat Napoli 1-0. Napoli loses their first game of the season and their first game at home in Serie A this year. Goal was scored by none other than Higuain. He only would show up against Napoli, you know. This also does show Napoli is lacking in the depth, in the rotation. You know, they can't keep doing this where they're losing these important games when they want to keep a foot on top of the league. This was a harsh loss for them. This also does propel Juve up in the standings. They were second momentarily before Sunday's matches, but this is pushing Juve in the right direction if they want to maintain their dominance, if they want to win the league again. This does halt Napoli. Let's see if they're able to come back from this. And then, I don't know if any of you guys saw it too, Higuain doing a celebration, supposedly doing this, you know, looking for De Laurentiis, perhaps. Maybe it was a little too much, in my opinion. I don't know, but there's always some big controversy behind that. But anyway, it's done. He scored the winner. They have to go on to the next game. December 2nd, the Saturday, there's only one game, and that was Torino-Atalanta, which was a really entertaining game. Torino took the lead with Nkulu right at the half, and then Ilicic coming on at halftime and getting the equalizer. There's a lot of action, really back and forth, really entertaining. But then again, it's another draw for Torino, who can't seem just to find a win, a consistent string of wins at all. They're a good team, but they just can't seem to do anything. I don't get it. But let's see what Mihajlovic does, or if Cardo will get rid of him and maybe bring someone else. Where's the Belotti we knew and getting these results, banking in the goals, but doesn't seem to get in there at all. Now, we're on to one of the, I would say, biggest results of the weekend. Not for Milan, but for Benevento. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I'm still in shock. Milan taking the lead with Bonaventura a few minutes before the break. First game in charge for Gattuso. They did play a little better in the first half, at the 6:30 time slots, but Benevento was really having their chances. They almost had a chance to score so many times. They had better chances to score, but Milan just made that one chance count. Then the second half started where Benevento again were just pressuring until they finally got an equalizer through Puskas after he scored off a rebound after a spectacular Donnarumma save. 1-1 there. So that happened, I guess. Then Kalinic scoring off a header from a corner, which we didn't even win because it came off Borini, but the ref assumed it still went off the Benevento player. Got cleared out, we put it back in, Kalinic scored. He actually scored after 421 minutes. So bad! So bad! But yet he still plays in Gattuso's side and benches Andre Silva. What can you do? But you still got to play the better player. Then Romagnoli being sent off in the 75th minute for a second yellow. Honestly, wasn't even a yellow. He tripped, though he slipped on the grass, then his leg came out. Whoever the player was, can't remember, sorry, just basically jumped over, and the ref thought it was so close from how he jumped, that the ref thought that Romagnoli touched him, sent him off. Milan were down to 10. Zapata came in to try and tighten things up, but then we clear it out. Kalinic, stupid smack in the face to a player, we lose the ball there. Then they kick it up, where Abate does a silly foul, gets booked. 95th minute, they have a free kick. Brignoli goes up, ball comes in, Brignoli, the keeper, scores and gives Benevento their first ever point. It's been 16 years since a goalie last scored a goal, but Brignoli made history for scoring that goal, giving Benevento a crucial point. That's pretty much a fairy tale right there. Will we see the comeback now for Benevento? Will they be able to keep themselves up? Who knows? But honestly, like, not the start Gattuso was looking for. He did come out saying he would have rather been stabbed than conceding a goal like that. At least this was a better post-interview than Montella's was. But honestly, he really needs to change this team up to really get it back to winning ways. We'll go on now to the 9 a.m. games that Sunday morning. We'll start off with Bologna-Cagliari, which ended in a 1-1 draw. Goals were scored by João Pedro at the 42nd minute, and then Destro scoring again. 3 goals in 4 games now. He's starting to find himself again, which is good. He was always a young striker who would be able to score here and there, but at least he's starting to find his rhythm again and being able to score a little more often now for Bologna. Then we had Fiorentina-Sassuolo. Fiorentina grabbing a big win. Simeone scoring at the 32nd, Veretout at the 42nd, and then Chiesa at the 71st. Not really the start that Iachini was looking for, but there it is for Fiorentina. Then, an important victory for Inter, winning 5-0. They still remain the only undefeated side in Serie A right now. Goals were scored by Perisic, the 23rd, 38th by Cardi, Perisic 57th, Skriniar at the 60th, and then Perisic at the 92nd minute. So Perisic gets a hat-trick there. And honestly, Cardi and Perisic, they're unbelievable. Like, they're scoring like it's nothing, or Perisic is always involved in the goals somehow. And Inter are really looking good. Can they take this? Can they continue? They do have the chance now that Napoli faltered. They are alone at the top of the table. Let's see what they do next game. We'll get to that in a bit. But important win. Chievo, really bad loss for them. Unfortunate. Ending off Sunday, we had the afternoon game of Samp Lazio, which is a battle for that third, maybe not the third, but like that 4th spot, Europa League area. This was Sampdoria's first loss at home. They did open the scoring with Duvin Zapata. Milinkovic-Savic tied it up at the 79th, and Caicedo gets a late winner at the 91st minute. So that was a crucial win for Lazio, and they still maintain points just under Roma. They're close to their rivals. Let's see if they're able to pass them eventually, or will Samp be able to come back and being able to maybe reach that 5th spot, or were they able to get 4th? We'll see. They're playing still good football, but they can't. These are harsh losses to take at home against teams in the top 6 right now, so it's a little tough for them to swallow, but they can definitely come back for that. The Monday we had 2 games, basically the battle of the relegations. You know, first game was Crotone Udinese, which finished 3-0 for Udinese. Braced by Yankto in the 40th and 53rd minute, then Kevin Lasagna scoring in the 66th. There was basically also a clash there just today where Davide Nicola, the coach of Crotone, who managed to keep them up last season, has resigned. So that's unfortunate for Crotone, but this was a good win for Odo, his first ever win in Serie A. If you guys recall, when he was the coach of Pescara, the only win he obtained there was the default victory over Sassuolo because of the deposit of Ragusa's contract. So this was a good win for Odo. Let's see if he is able to change Udinese now and able to really bring them forward, get them going again. We had the last match of the round, Verona-Genoa. Panev taking it right at the break at the 45th minute in injury time, 2 minutes in. Good win for Genoa. They now have the head-to-head advantage over Verona for salvation reasons. Let's see who is able to keep themselves up. So guys, those are the results for week 15. Now we'll go on to the player and goal of the week. You guys definitely know who that is. I honestly will say it because he did do an amazing job getting it, and that was Brignoli. He got that point with that goal. He managed to save Alberto Brignoli. Like, he's it, man. Getting the goal and player of the weekend, he was that important for his team. So I wouldn't give it to anyone else. He's the one that does deserve it. Hopefully you guys agree. If not, let me know. Comment below. Say something to us on Twitter. We want to hear who you guys think had the goal of the weekend as well player of the weekend. With that, some of the standings do change. Juve still remain third though. They were second momentarily before the Inter game. So now Inter moves into first, a place they haven't been in a while. They passed Napoli only by a point, and again still remain the only undefeated side. Let's see how well they can keep that up. Fiorentina passing Milan only because of goal differential, but they are level on points. We see at the bottom Benevento, 1 point. Will their comeback start? Who really knows? But we'll find out. Verona again still there. Spal with 10 points. As again, you see it's close, you know. Udinese only being separated by 5 points, so anything can change it up. Even a Spal win with a Crotone and Sassuolo loss will jump them up, move those two teams down. So honestly, let's see who manages to stay up. It's still early for those teams at the bottom, but these rounds now are important for picking up points. So guys, that was the recap for round 15. I just want to touch on round 16 before we end off here. 2 games on Saturday, 12 p.m. We have Cagliari-Sampdoria. A good game for Cagliari, probably get back onto their run of form, want to get back to winning ways. We'll see if Cagliari can hold them off. 2:45, we have a really big game, and that's Juventus-Inter. Juve looking to continue and rising up the standings. Inter want to remain undefeated. They want to continue remaining top of the table and hoping they can stay ahead of Napoli. Who can turn it out here, we'll see. We will also have a poll running to hear who you guys will think will win the Derby d'Italia. Please let us know. Comment below as well. We want to hear from you guys. On the Sunday, 6:30, we have Chievo-Roma. That'll be a good game. Hoping Roma can continue their run after qualifying to the Champions League. They were the surprise. Let's see if they can keep it up in Serie A and remain consistent. 9 a.m. games. Udinese, Benevento, Spal, Verona. Those 2 games right there. Bottom of the table. Let's see who can get the crucial points there. Big game too. Napoli, Fiorentina. Napoli want to get back on track after 2 consecutive losses in all competitions to Juve and to Feyenoord. They want to bounce back in Serie A now. Let's see if they can do that. Fiorentina picking up a crucial win last round. They want to continue their run of form. Sassuolo Crotone at 12. Again, another match of relegation battle down at the bottom of the table. Who can get the crucial points? Ending off Sunday, we have Milan Bologna. Can Gattuso turn things around at the San Siro? We will see. Bologna is still looking good right now. They're picking up form. Will Destro still be on his hot streak? We'll see. 2 games, Monday Night Football. We have Genoa-Atalanta, and then 3 p.m. Lazio-Torino. Lazio-Torino going to be a good one. Can Lazio keep on winning right now, or will Torino hold them at bay? Will they be able to pick up a victory, or will they draw once again? So guys, that's it for today. We want to hear from you guys. Again, we'll have the poll running to see who you guys think will win the Derby d'Italia. If you guys had a different opinion of the player of the day and goal of the day, let me know. Comment below or tweet to us on Twitter. Follow us there, Calcio_bros, and subscribe to us on YouTube for more Calcio content. We'll hear from you guys soon. Ciao.